This man thought he could wield immense power in the court by leveraging memories from his past life just a moment ago. Yet the next, he was ordered by the Empress Dowager to be publicly flogged 80 times for falsely accusing the current Marchioness. And it all began with the Empress Dowager's birthday banquet. The man's name was Gu Wenyuan, a reborn individual carrying memories from his previous life. He had believed that, with the advantage of foreknowledge, he could expose the truth of the Marchioness Liu Hui's fake pregnancy, to curry favor at the banquet, thereby ascending to great heights in a single stride. To his utter astonishment, however, the imperial physician's diagnosis revealed a pulse indicating pregnancy. Gu Wenyuan's scheme backfired spectacularly. Not only was he immediately convicted of 4 major crimes, but he was also permanently banned from entering the palace. In stark contrast, Marchioness Liu Hui not only escaped unscathed but also turned misfortune into fortune. The Empress Dowager showed her great favor by bestowing upon her a golden hairpin once owned by the former emperor, commissioning a pure gold longevity lock for the unborn child, and publicly declaring that anyone who dared to bully the Marchioness again would be considered an enemy of the entire royal family. On the other side, Gu Wenyuan, beaten until his flesh was torn open, refused to accept defeat. He comforted his pregnant wife and placed all his hopes on his next gamble, a literary gathering hosted by the Minister of Rights, Shou. With memories from his past life, he was confident he could win the top prize, gain Minister Hou's appreciation, and thus make a comeback. What he didn't know was that his greatest adversary, Martian Zhang Yan, was also a reborn individual. In his previous life, Zhang Yan had witnessed his beloved wife's tragic death at the hands of villains. Returning to this life, his sole obsession was to protect her at all costs. He also knew clearly that Minister Hou was the key to Gu Wenyuan's rise to prominence, and he was determined not to let history repeat itself. Several days later, at the poetry gathering at Minister Hou's residence, the 2 reborn individuals fatefully encountered each other once again. Gu Wenyuan looked at Liu Hui, whom he had deemed a vulgar woman from a military family, with disdain, and publicly humiliated her, stating she was unfit to appear at such a literary gathering. To his surprise, Liu Hui immediately challenged him to a literary duel. Gu Wenyuan arrogantly accepted, believing that, as the future prime minister, defeating a woman would be a trivial matter. Just as tension mounted between the two and they were about to begin their contest, the pivotal figure in this showdown, Minister Hou, finally made his entrance. This time, who would win his appreciation?